What's up everyone, it's the GTG coming to you from Singapore to the NYC. Now today I was actually going to do a grow taller mindset video. However, on the last video that I did, I had two comments saying, "Lance, come on man, it's your birthday tomorrow, why don't you share your story, your growth experience with us?" And I thought, you know what, I'm 26, it was 8 years ago when I experienced my growth spurt, I'm going to share it with you today. So this is a day in the life of the GTG. What am I talking about? This is your life, that's it. And yeah, so it was 8 years ago when I experienced my growth spurt. So basically, when I was in school and stuff, I was just an average kid really. Like, I wasn't particularly popular with any particular group. I was in like an alternative group of people. So we weren't like the footballers that all the girls were like, oh, they're the footballers, and then we weren't the geeks. We were kind of like in between, like the alternative, not like goths or emos or anything like that. We're just our own little group. We just liked having fun and stuff. So we were just like the fun guys, just average guys. And in school, I used to place like loads of emphasis on getting a girlfriend. Like it was like all I wanted, man. Like in school, I was like, oh, I want a girlfriend so bad. Like, I don't know if it was because it was like, I don't know, you're more sort of pressured at that time. Maybe the last 2 years of school. I know the years might be different in America and anywhere else in the country, but I was roughly 15, 16 years old when I was still 5'8", and I was just I was just sort of placing like a lot of emphasis on trying to get a girl really that time. And then from school I went to college for 2 years, and then even more so in college, that's when everyone started like going out, and people started it was like when people first started having like sex and stuff like that. So 16 to 18, people were like, it was like quite a bit of peer pressure really to get a girlfriend. So I still thought about the whole girl thing between those 2 years in college. But I think what really drove me was at the time when I was 18, so the sort of last year of college, I got obsessed with wrestling. And at the time there was a wrestler that me and my brother used to love called Goldberg, and Goldberg was they said, WWE said he was 6'4". I think he's actually 6'3", but still he's pretty tall, and he was like proper hench. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to uni. I want to go to America to become a wrestler. But obviously I wasn't tall enough. I thought, well, my idol is 6'4", well 6'3", but 6 foot, pretty tall. So I've got to be that height. So I started looking for methods to grow taller and stuff. And I think the first thing I tried was these grow taller pills. And I remember it was all like dead secretive. I remember like I went to the website and they were like, yeah, all the packaging will be discreet. And I remember like getting it, and I was like, took it straight upstairs to my bedroom and like hid these pills somewhere. And I was taking them, and then I think it was a 3-month supply and nothing happened, and I was just like, oh man, I was just proper disappointed. So I moved on to the next. I didn't see it as I couldn't grow taller. I just saw it as, well, these don't work. So I didn't see that as failure. It was just like I've said in previous videos, it was just temporary defeat. So I moved on to the next thing, which was Kimmy shoes. And I don't know if many people have heard about Kimmy shoes, but they're like these green insoles that you put into your shoes, and they've got like loads of little not pins, but like they're shaped so like they're supposed to stimulate all the nerves in the bottom of your feet to help you to grow. So I was wearing them for about, I think it probably about a month to 2 months. And I remember walking, secretly putting them in my shoes and be like, Mum, I'm just going out for a walk, because you had to do the walks like in the morning and at night. So I'd walk in these shoes for like 30 minutes to an hour, and sometimes it said you had to do it pretty close to bedtime. So in the UK, it would be really dark, and I'd be like walking around with his shoes on in the pitch black, just thinking, I hope these things work, man. I really hope these work. So yeah, I tried them, nothing. And then I went onto a Grow Taller forum. Now I know I slated Grow Taller forums in the last video, but if you do search and find the positive people, I actually found a doctor that had these two manuals, right? And this doctor said, basically like, this has worked for people before, you know, try these. So I had these two manuals, and to be honest, there was a lot of exercises in the manual, so I thought, well, I'll just take little pieces of the most beneficial ones, and he told me the ones that worked the best. So I took them, and then I started doing my stretching then for 90 days. So I was stretching every morning, every night. It was funny, man, because I'm training Michael. You know, I see him in his bedroom like stretching. It just takes me back. It reminds me when I was stretching as well, and I see him. He's like really, you know, pushing himself in the stretches, and that's exactly how I was, because I had such focus to get as tall as Goldberg and to be able to be taller, so that I was more visually appealing to the girls, that I was so focused, man, for that 90 days. I just completely didn't care about anything else. I want to go taller. You know, this doctor's told me, he's even given me these manuals and told me what to do, and he's had good results with them. So yeah, I started doing that, and yeah, it was amazing, man. Like, it was more like, I think it was the 3rd month, maybe. So from day 60 to day 90, I started noticing I was growing at quite a rapid rate. So I grew from 5'8" to 6'2", you know, during that period of time, and it was amazing, man. It was just like, I just couldn't believe it. Like, it worked. It was just, I don't know. It was. I suppose I didn't notice it as much until people started saying, "You look tall, man. Like, what have you been doing? What have you been putting on your cornflakes, man?" And I remember one of my friend's brothers, who used to actually be taller than me when I was a kid. He was like, "What the hell, man? Like, how the hell did you grow so tall?" And like, when people were saying all this stuff to me, I was like, "Yeah, I feel mint now, like proper good." And like, it was such an overwhelming feeling, just knowing that, like, even though I'd failed twice before with like other products, that this actually worked. And that's why I named the first DVD "Grow 6 inches taller in 90 days", because that's exactly what happened. And basically everything that I do in that DVD is pretty much what I did to grow taller myself, and that's why I'm so passionate about the product, because I did it myself, and like, I wouldn't promote something that didn't actually work, but it did, and it's quality, man. I mean, obviously with the more advanced programs now, you know, we've had 8 years from when I first grew, but that's 8 years worth of technology, nutrition, you know, information and stuff. So that's why I brought out the Grow Taller workout, because it's like an added plan that will get you to grow taller faster. I mean, to be honest, like, not everyone's different, and some things are going to work for other people more than others. But I do know that in the Grow Taller workout, we do encourage a lot of vast amounts of growth hormone distribution, and that's obviously one of the most important things for growing taller. So that's why we brought out the Grow Taller workout. And another thing that I want to tell you is that my brother, when he was 17, he was actually shorter than me. He was probably about 5'10" at 17. Obviously, I was like 6'2". So he was a little bit overweight at the time. So I decided to help him out, because I lost weight as well. So I decided to help him out. But I also implemented some of the strategies that from the Grow Taller workout with my brother, and strategies from the first DVD of my brother. And he's actually now tall. He's taller than me. He's actually 6'5", pretty much. I mean, it's crazy, man. Like, I mean, I haven't seen him now for just over a month, but like, literally he's proper shot up. I mean, he's 20 in July. My brother is now, but it's crazy, man. Like he was like my little brother, but now he's taller than me. It's crazy, but it's good to see because obviously the strategies that I use. I mean, the only thing he didn't really he didn't particularly want to be like that tall. He just lightly implemented what I told him when he was 17, but like it obviously works because he grew to like 6'5", which is crazy. So yeah, that's pretty much it really. Like it felt amazing, man. And for all you out there that are in that zone where it's like, you've tried your Kimmy shoes and you've tried your pills and it's not working, man. It's not, you haven't failed yet. Trust me, man. There's light at the end of the tunnel. There is other methods out there that will help you. I mean, my DVD will help you, and it will. I mean, I'm not trying to self-promote. There are other Grow Taller programs available, but for me, that's what worked. I wouldn't promote something that didn't work, but that worked for me. And the first DVD and slightly touch on the second DVD also worked out for my brother, who's actually taller than me now, which is crazy. And yeah, it feels great, man. Like, I don't know, I felt really good at the time as well. Like, I felt like I really accomplished something. In fact, the weird thing is because you kind of achieve that, you sort of progress onto other things. So obviously now I'm more trying to help other people to do that. It's not like I don't need to concentrate as much on my height anymore. It's helping other people to get their height, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do with you guys. So that's my story, man. 8 years ago today. So absolutely crazy. I think that was everything I wanted to go through. Yeah, I think it was. I'd love to have some birthday comments under this video. So yeah, I hope you found this video informative. That was my story, and I'll be doing a Grow Taller Mindset Part 5 on the next video. But I thought I'd do that today because birthday 8 years ago, Lance's story. But I tell you what, I don't want to be anymore, a wrestler. But anyway, this is GTG from Singapore to NYC, signing off, and I'm out.